All right, so we are outside 83 Jib Street. This home, kind of like I was saying last night, it's kind of a mess. It comes off really nice in the pictures, but there are some major things that they overlooked, and the updates that they did they were done basically as like shoddily and quickly and cheaply as possible. So one thing with Jib is you are right here off of Oak Harbor Road. It's very loud. There's a lot of traffic noise. You're one house back from the road. This house, or this road right here in front, doesn't see a ton of traffic, but it is fairly well used. This is, I would say, like a mid-level neighborhood. It's not really desirable, but it's not terrible either. You have a lot of younger, like lower middle class families. All right, so you can see the driveway is kind of a mess. That's pretty typical. We have a lot of earth movement on Whidbey being an island, and with all the trees. The siding is, it's failing. There's not really a good way to put that. So you can see all the big gaps. You can see where they tried to fill in some of the nail holes poorly. Those nail holes that go all the way through the boards like that, they leave places for water to get in behind the siding. All the windows need to be updated. The gutters are a mess. There is a ton of dry rot on all of the beams. And it really looks like they did like a one coat or maybe like a half coat of paint on the outside, probably just to get it to pass VA. There was probably peeling paint is what I would assume. You can see like the oily sheen in the windows and the cloudiness in the windows. Most of the window seals are failing. You can see here, and this is new paint, but there is so much moisture behind it. This is what's happening. So when you use latex paint in a wet environment, and you paint it over moist stuff, it bubbles and peels immediately. And that's what's going on here. Like, this is literally brand new paint. All right. So this floor plan, it's hilarious because I would say at least 50% of the houses in this part of Oak Harbor have this exact same floor plan. So it is a split level. Come up. I don't know if you can see all of the overspray. That's not just on the stairs, that's kind of throughout the house. They use some of the cheapest laminate flooring that you can get. Liz was laughing at this. This is a plastic railing. So they have wood, and then they put in the cheapest plastic railing you can possibly find. I've never even seen this product before. So they did scrape the popcorn upstairs. They tried to retexture. They did not retexture correctly. So you have like these big glob booger things hanging off the ceiling now. There's a wood burning fireplace. It's decent. The view, and this is probably one of the things that caught your attention, the view is great. When it would be not hazy, so this is true to life. If it wasn't hazy right now, you would be able to see some of the Cascade Mountain Range back there. So beautiful sunrises. But again, you can see all the windows are old. You do have your dining area, the kitchen. You probably can't tell, they did not remove a layer of flooring in the kitchen when they put in this new floor. So there is about a 3/4 of an inch difference between the kitchen floor and the rest of the floor. So if you're not really aware of that, you're going to trip every time you enter the kitchen from either side. The appliances are decent. They repainted the cabinets. They did not do it correctly. They didn't re-sand them, like reface them before they repainted. So that is going to start to chip off immediately. My brother-in-law did the same thing in his house. The countertops are old laminate. You do have a double sink and bay windows. These, again, they look like they are vinyl. They're not. They're white wood that was painted. I do like the bay window, though. It does have a nice sized backyard. The deck is like most of these houses, because like I said, it's the exact same floor plan as the ton that I see. The deck is overspanned, so I wouldn't want it more than like 4 people out here at once unless you reinforce it. And you can see on the siding here where they've literally just gone and painted. Oh, look, they missed a spot to get it to pass VA. There's flashing missing in windows. The siding all along the back of the house in particular is completely failing. I don't know if I'm trying to get it to come off right in this picture here, but I don't know if you can see how rough some of the boards are. That's not just the paint. If you go down and touch them, a lot of them are soft to the touch. So basically the house needs to be resided. It's been let go too long. You can't just repaint it and save it. It needs to be resided. The metal roof, like I said, there's a lot of places that concern me because it doesn't look like it was flashed appropriately, which then lets water seep into the house and behind the siding, and that's probably why the siding is in such bad shape. You gotta be really careful with who you use here in Washington to do your contract work, because general contractors literally do not need to pass any kind of a knowledge test. You can have somebody that's never put Lincoln Logs together, and if they can pay the bond, they can get their general contractor's license. Coat closet. The doors are all original. Right here is the bathroom. So you have a large vanity, but only one sink. The toilet is newer. This is laminate. This is not tile. And then you have a jetted tub. And honestly, I hate saying this, but run away from jetted tubs. They look like they would be an awesome commodity, and I have never seen one, even in really nice houses, that is not leaking somewhere or gross. Like, I despise jetted tubs. They're always an issue. The bedrooms are small. So again, we're back in the 70s, early 80s. Closet doors, pretty straightforward, if I can even get it open. Standard closets. This room is slightly larger. Same closet setup. The carpets need to be replaced. I don't know if you're seeing all this black staining. It's kind of throughout. This is the master. It is literally maybe 1.5 feet bigger than that last room that we were in. It's pretty tiny. This is a queen size bed. So you have pretty limited space even with a queen size. And then the ensuite is very disappointing in these. Yeah, it's tiny. So you have a tiny, tiny little vanity. You do have an updated toilet. You have this beautiful brass shower. I don't know why gold was ever a thing. And you have just your standard shower insert, which is pretty rough. So, I'll take you downstairs too. But I would say just between this one and like Castilian. So if you're buying something and you're wanting to fix it for equity. Yeah, you could buy this one and you could rent it out pretty easily. It's right here by a couple elementary schools and by the high school. Very easily to be rented. The problem is it has very little equity to be gained. So you could use it as a rental. You're just not going to be able to get very much money back out of it. You could have somebody live here. You would not be able to charge the amount that your mortgage payments are going to be at a 510 list price. You could probably get $2,200 a month on the high end for this place right now, potentially a little bit more. But, you know, with the cost of redoing the siding and potentially the roof, because it does look like it wasn't done correctly, you're getting way up there really quickly. And this neighborhood just doesn't support a $500,000 price tag. So this room is cool. You have this huge bonus room downstairs. Again, you do have a wood burning fireplace. I love wood burning fireplaces here. They are huge wine collectors. There is a big storage closet. Over here you have get in there. Separate storage closet. Looks like this is their gun room. Don't break into these guys' house. And then here is your laundry room. Don't know if you can see, there's literally an open hole in the floor that they put a sink straightener in. Oh, I love people. Love it. Oh, look, you can see the original wood paneling, or faux wood paneling. Big storage area under the stairs. And then the garage in this one is actually, sorry, I always miss where the lights are. It's actually nicer than a lot of the ones I've seen. You do have a new water heater. There's your door to the backyard, your furnace. It is drywalled. There's a very strong odor in here. I can't tell if it's, I think it's propane. So that would probably be fixed by removing the propane tanks from here. Yeah, you can see they do have their pickup in here. You wouldn't want to get much higher than this pickup due to the beams. So yeah, it would have potential as a rental. You would not make your mortgage payment or rental payments in this particular area. There's no money to be made if you were to buy it, fix it up more, and try and resell it. You're really going to hit a block at this $500,000 mark in this neighborhood. But yeah, so that is Jib. I hate to disappoint you. I hate it when people try and like put lipstick on a pig and sell it for a ridiculous amount of money, but that's literally what they've done in this poor house.